Hey y'all, it's Tree again with another informative video for you. People are constantly asking about our setup, so today I'm going to talk about the hardware and the network that keeps StreamerHouse running live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you didn't know, we're a group of 5 gamers who both stream and live here at the house, so our network stability is extremely important to the operation, especially when we have over 50 devices registered to our network. So I know you're asking, how do you have 50 network devices with only 5 people? So let's break it down. First of all, we have 12 desktop computers. Those are mostly hardwired. Then we have 5 laptop computers that are used pretty regularly. I know I use mine every day. 6 smartphones that are connected 24/7, 11 gaming consoles, Xbox Ones, PS4s, we have tons of gaming consoles. 4 tablets, which are used for books or streaming video. 5 smart TVs, or network-enabled TVs. 1 Netgear network access storage for all of our videos. And of course, the 6 IP cameras all around the house. So as you can imagine, with that many devices running simultaneously, and an additional 10 to 20 devices when we have company over, our network was having issues. We would have signal drops, buffering, all sorts of problems, and Netgear actually reached out and offered us a solution. And that is the NETGEAR NIGHTHAWK X6 tri-band Wi-Fi router. Its unique angular design not only looks really cool, but it's completely functional. All of your status LEDs are right up front for easy monitoring, and the 6 high-powered antennas allow each of the 3 radios to support individual transmit and receive streams. Now the back of the unit looks much more familiar with the legacy USB port, an on-off switch for the LEDs, 4 gigabit LAN ports with a 5th port for your internet uplink, a high-speed USB port for network storage or backup, a reset button, a power outlet, and a power on and off switch. So the next thing I'd like to show you is the Netgear Genie platform, which is what you use to control and monitor this device. Now first we're going to show you it on a browser. You can pull it up on your browser just like any router configuration page, and there's a basic and advanced tab. On the basic tab it shows you your internet health status, your wireless networks information, how many devices you have, and parental controls, guest network information, all of that. You switch over to the advanced tab and it gives you a little bit more advanced information about your internet connection, your wireless settings for your different networks, both 2.4 gigahertz and your 5 gigahertz. And as you go through the Netgear Genie on your browser, it's a lot like any router configuration page. Everything is pretty easy to get to and easy to figure out. But what I think is really cool is the Netgear Genie platform on your iOS or Android device. So I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you installed on my Note 4. And as you see right from the beginning, you have 2 options for logging in. Remote access, which if you set up through the Netgear website, you can control or monitor your router from anywhere in the world. Or home access, which is what we're gonna be doing here. So as soon as you log in, you'll see familiar wireless settings, guest access network map, parental controls. It's the same features that you'd be able to control through your browser, just now accessible on your mobile device. On the second page, Turbo Transfer, Wi-Fi Analytics, Ready Share, Router Reboot, and your QR codes are all available there as well. We're going to go ahead and start right from the beginning and show wireless settings. This is really simple. You can select your 2.4 gigahertz or your 5 gigahertz network, and it shows you your signal strength and your link rate and what channel you have selected and your key. And then you also have a QR code there to access the network through that. For the guest network, works the exact same way. The only difference is now you also have a time period option if you want to restrict your guests to certain times for internet access. Next up is the network map, and this will show you about, I think, 8 devices per page. And it'll show you all the devices connected to your network, both wired and wirelessly, and you can just scroll through the pages there. Kind of helps you get an idea of who's on your network and what they're doing. Next is my media control. Now this one I had to do kind of some strange cropping to show you what's going on, so bear with me here. But basically at the bottom you have options, source, player, playing, and options. And here the first source is my phone, and it'll show me all the videos or audio files that I have on my phone. And from there I can actually select them and go to player and stream to different devices on the network. So as you saw there, it showed my phone and Cruise Chromecast. I can select that Chromecast and it'll instantly start playing it on his television. Next up is Wi-Fi Analytics, and this is my favorite part of the Genie app, and it's actually its own separate app. It's so good. We're going to start off showing you the signal strength app, which is really simple. It just gives you a little meter. You can kind of walk around and find the sweet spot for the best signal in your room. Next is home signal testing. This is a really powerful tool. You can take it around your house, label the different rooms, and test signal strength, and then you can move your router, your access point, and go around and test again and see if it's going up or down and find the best spot for you to get access all over the house. Next is network status. Really simple, just scrolls down, shows you the channels and MAC IDs of all the networks and their strengths. And this one's really nice, channel interference. It shows you the current channel you're on, how many networks are on that channel, recommends other channels for you, and how many networks are on all the different channels. So if you have a lot of issues with interference, that's awesome for you. And finally, we have channel graphs. Now this lets you select which networks you'd like to include in the graph. You go ahead and hit OK and scan, and it's going to create little peak graphs of all the different network signal strengths around you. And finally, we have signal graphs, which same thing, you select the networks you want to show, hit scan, and you'll see they'll start going across the screen every couple of seconds, updating and showing you those network signal strength. So those are all really useful tools, and I'd highly recommend the Netgear Genie app, even if you don't use this router, to configure and optimize your own home network. And so now that we got all that out of the way, I want to get to what we're really here for, and that's the true real-world bandwidth testing. So to drive the true selling point of this router for us home, what we're doing here is taking two gaming laptops, putting them on the same 5 GHz network. They both have integrated 802.11 AC cards, and these tests are being run at the same time, or as close to as I could. And as you see, first results 114 and 84 versus 111 and 86 with a latency between 29 and 28 milliseconds. So not the best results, but not too bad. We're going to go ahead and run this again, the exact same setup, just so we can get a second set of data to compare against. And as you can see, the results are pretty much the same as the first time. Download speeds are a little over 100, and upload speeds are a little below 200. 110, 182 versus 106, 184 with the latency between 31 and 29 milliseconds. So not a bad connection speed, but I know that we can do better. So for this next test, we're going to switch these two laptops to separate 5 GHz network. And as you can see right off the bat, there's a considerable increase in speed. We're looking at over 250 megabits per second down, 235 on the second one, and well over 200 megabits up, 215 versus 210. Latency is also reduced down to 23 milliseconds. And just like the first time, I'm going to run the test again. This is on two separate 5 GHz networks, two laptops with their integrated cards, and these tests are being run at the same time. And once again, the results are really similar to the previous time. Our pings have gone down even further, looking at 21 milliseconds and 24 milliseconds, and well over 240 megabits down, 227 on the other one, 216 versus 213 on the upload. So this is a way to show you how having multiple radios, even if they're on the same band, can be a huge benefit for you. And if you use the Netgear Smart Connect software, it will actually load balance everything for you and you never have to worry about it. So overall, I want to say thumbs up for the NIGHTHAWK X6 router. It's been great. We've been using it for about a month, and I really appreciate Netgear reaching out and giving us this solution to our issues. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment below, let us know what you think, and we have a lot more coming for you, so please do stay tuned.